Hello everyone. So tonight I am having a quiet night in and I am watching hockey and I am going to make a one pot Parmesan chicken, spinach and orzo dinner. And so I decided to make another cooking video while I make dinner. So what I'm going to do is show you everything that you will need and the quantities, and I will link the recipe that I'm using down below, just so everyone knows nothing about this is sponsored in any way. This is a mishmash of stuff that I've gotten from Walmart and ShopRite and Acme and who knows where else. So no sponsorships here, just decided to make a video while I cook dinner. So the first thing that you will need is a tablespoon of olive oil. The second thing is a half of a cup of diced yellow onion. Now this right here is actually quite a bit more than a half a cup, but I don't like keeping half of an onion, whether it's because of the smell or I never know when I'm going to use it again. So I actually had just got the smallest onion I could find and chopped the whole thing. I also saved some of these peels because I really like the way they feel and I like the way they sound. So there's that. The next thing that you'll need is about a pound of chicken diced. You could probably use any type of chicken. It just needs to be diced up. The next thing is some spices. So you'll need 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning and a half of a teaspoon of garlic powder. Then you will need 5 ounces of, now this thing here says baby spinach, but I can't imagine other spinaches wouldn't work. So this is all they had at my store, so I did get it, but it's 5 ounces of spinach in general. The next thing is marinara sauce. The recipe calls for 24 ounces. This is 24 ounces, but I've used a little bit of it for a previous recipe. I am not that worried about it though, because I don't want it to be overly saucy or refluxy, so I am fine with this. Now, it does say that you can use a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, but that it is optional. So I happen to have balsamic vinegar. I very rarely use it, so I decided that because I have it, I'm going to use it. Then you will need 12 ounces of orzo. This is 16 ounces, but I'll probably use the whole bag because, again, I don't like to have stuff left over. I also really love this packaging. I don't know that I've ever had this brand before, but it has like a very papery, like it feels like a soft paper, and it's very crinkly and nice. The only other 2 things that you will need are mozzarella cheese and shredded Parmesan cheese. A half of a cup of each. I am almost definitely going to use more because I always do, and because this one needs to be February 20th, and it is currently February 20th. So overall, that is what you will need for the 1-pot Parmesan chicken, spinach, and orzo dinner. So let's make it. I don't know about all of you guys, but I have recently gotten really into these 1-pan and 1-pot dinners. Maybe I'll make some more of the ones that I have found recently because they've done very good. I've done the 1-pan fajitas and some different skillets. I've actually never done this one before. This is new for me. But I really like the fact that you can make everything in the same pan. It cuts down on dishes. I hate so much. Hate dishes. And other than some chopping up, you really just kind of pour everything in. And it takes it as kind of like an active crock pot. Okay. So now that that is all softened up, we are going to pour in the marinara sauce and then also 20 ounces of water, bring it to a boil, and then reduce to a simmer. Try my best to buy good sauces. I am French Irish, which is German and Irish, so I never grew up with gravy or sauce or anything, but with the jarred sauces, I typically look for the ingredients to just have tomatoes and spices, and that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the marinara bottle to put the water in so that I don't have to have anything else. I need 20 ounces of water, and since the marinara jar is 24 ounces, I'm estimating about 20. Okay, so now we need to stir it up a little bit. And we need to bring it to a boil, so I will be cranking it up. My oven in my condo is a little bit temperamental, so it tends to be either way too low or way too high. So when I do the boil, we're gonna see what happens, because sometimes it will like erupt, be like very texture like a boiling. So this is the finished product after adding excessive amounts of cheese. And I don't know if it's supposed to be this like creamy and cheesy, but that's the way I like it. It says that you can garnish it with like basil or parsley or whatever. I don't have any of that, so this is it done for me. And let's see how it tastes. It looks really good, and it was pretty simple, so I am happy.